Anyway, we've made it! To the profit of profiteering. The Rizzo's bunker. Where apparently they may be holding some seminars. Okay. The profit of profitability.
Captain, what is this place and why is everybody acting so strange? Oh, law. They ain't cannibals, right?
How do you know they're acting strange? How do you know they're acting strange? How do you know they're acting strange?
I don't know if I trust Mr. Kincannon. And I get the sense he'd be real disappointed in us if we did trust him.
That's true. Penitent disciple. What made you think they were cannibals? I mean, there's candles everywhere and the place looks like it's been robbed, but I just figured they were, you know, particularly untidy hippies or something. Cannibals? Okay, she's praying at a... Hello! I need probably to repair everything. Let's repair everything that I've got equipped currently. And also repair that, because why not? Also that. Why don't I have that equipped? Do I have it? Oh, didn't I get something new? I got something new. It was... What twas it? Twas there. Twas udder buddy. Yeah, that's somewhat odd. Right, okay, so udder buddy. We can tinker up. And we should. Always. Oh, that's another science one-hander. Max is good with science. Okay, that's it. Let's have a look. 545. It's not.
The prophet says to purge the mind of truth, that her truth is the only truth. Facts serve no purpose in the pursuit of...
Okay, that's a man going through his lessons and his cardio. Welcome. If you're in search of a seminar, please speak to the Prophet of Profitability directly. The messages on this terminal are private. Should you read them, the humours may be thrown off balance. Is your curiosity worth the loss of profits? Yes. From Bellamy, Ruth. Prophet, I've talked with my agents and they've told me that what I said about your seminars, i.e. not taking them, actually lost you about 30% of your revenue for the next 3 months with future losses projected. When I said I wasn't much interested in attending, I didn't really realise that it had hit you quite as hard as it did. Guess that's the price of stardom. Oh, Ruth, that's her. That's Halcyon Helen. Everyone listens a little extra to everything you said. I'm hoping, if you've got space, I might be able to attend one of your sessions today as a means of apologising. I know that notice is short, but I'm hoping you can fit me in without much inconvenience. Alright, did she just send this in an attempt to get in here, or did she come here genuinely? Alright, so she did contact her and sounded quite... friendly. Alright, Lee Whitaker. Hey, Prophet Whitaker here. Wanted to ask how that mix of herbs I sent you has worked out. I was skeptical at first about using them for meditation purposes, but hell, what do I know about productivity? That said, be sure to remember what I told you. Don't cut the herbs asymmetrically, it hampers the texture. Don't leave them out in the sun, and for the law's sake, make sure you keep the smoke doses small. The last thing you want to do is accidentally send someone into a coma, or worse, kill them. So she had herbs that could kill people with smoke. Be smart, Whittaker. From your devoted attendees. Prophet. The other attendees of Tripling Profits Through Transcendentalism and I have reconvened and we're all in agreement your seminars are simply top-notch. We've seen a 0.5% increase in each of our businesses in total profits since we attended your seminar together. Of course, with the price of materials, shipping and other costs involved, it boils down to more of a 0.1% increase, but an increase is an increase. If you ever decide to visit the Grand Colonial, you simply must let us purchase you a round of drinks. Thanks to you, we certainly have the bits for it. Okay. Okay, that was... informative. Alright, okay. This place is an absolute bloody mess. And... oh, found the prophet. In a fire pit. And someone... hello?
Hello. Welcome to the Prophet of Profitability's Private Prosperity Retreat. Stay positive, and soon all your humors will be balanced.
Awesome.
Least, that's what I keep telling myself. Anyway, I'm Aaliyah Mason. I work as the Prophet's right-hand woman. What can I do for you?
I don't know, you don't sound particularly positive right now. What can you tell me about the retreat? Yes.
If you felt imbalanced and unproductive,
Nope.
linger in your malaise no longer. We have all the amenities and practices for calming the ill humors strangling your potential.
Wow, you're
Sit for
selling it.
hours in our sweat house and sweat them out. Or stand amidst burning coals and feel your productive inhibitions burn away. And remember, think positive. Positivity equals productivity equals profitability.
Yeah. I don't know what your previous job was, but you might want to go back to it. Do you know the Prophet well?
Of course. I've been studying under her for years. I know each of her techniques more or less by heart, and even have some variations of my own, such as the quintuple daily stomach purges. She's promised me that I'd be allowed to open my own branch of the retreat someday soon. Of course, I've been waiting on someday soon for coming up on 4 years now. I'm sure it's gonna happen anytime now.
Okay, right, got it. Yeah. Thanks, Crazy Talk. 72 months. Yeah, no, right. She wanted to set up her vomitorium and make Big Bang that way, and she got told no. So now she's lost her positivity. She's now just all for the puke, but in a kind of negative way. For a positivity disciple, you sound a little less than enthused. Yeah.
Oh, terribly sorry if I gave you that impression. I had a cramp. It's better now. I mean, it might be nice if I had a little inclination of whether the Prophet appreciated all the cooking and cleaning and hours of meditation I do on a daily basis.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever she thinks isn't for me to question. I'll do my best to be more chipper.
You couldn't be any less chipper, that's for sure. Look, I was hired to look into Halcyon Helen's murder. I'm going to ask you a few questions because I'm a nosy person and I'm also the chief detective, captain inspector? Supreme.
Oh my. Yes, this is important enough for me to delay my bi-hourly self-flagellation. Ask away.
Okay. Yeah, but far... How do you say that? Far be it from me... I have forgotten how that saying goes. You believe it? Okay. No, I'm totally and utterly lost now. Far be it from me to... It is that! That is what you say! But it's like, I was trying to say that, but when I said it, it just doesn't sound right. Far be it from me to get in the way of you whipping yourself. That is what you said. For some odd reason, that is just sounding really weird to me at the moment. There you go. English, late at night. Not a good thing, apparently. The Prophet had some kind of feud with Halcyon Helen, right?
Yes, the circumstances there are quite unfortunate. For a time, the Prophet was completely despondent. Even the hot coal walks weren't buoying her spirits as they usually do. However, we recently had a high-profile visitor whose presence seemed to alleviate whatever the Prophet's fears were.
Halcyon Helen. Who was it? Spencer Woolrich? No, let's just ask. Who was it?
I'm actually not entirely certain.
Okay.
It was a surreptitious visit that stood out because it was surreptitious. Whoever it was must have paid the Prophet quite a lot to keep things quiet. At least that's the only reason I can think of for intentionally keeping things so hush-hush.
Nah, too easy. Have you noticed any unusual behavior in the retreat lately?
Well, by and large, no. But something rather odd did happen regarding the Prophet recently. A few hours after our high-profile visitor arrived a couple of days ago, the Prophet asked me to take over sessions for the remainder of the day. At first, I was excited. Thought it was my chance to show her what I could do in charge. But then I saw that she was deeply worried about something. No one saw her until the next day.
All right, okay, so she took a day off. And let's go with the usual question. Where was you at the time of the murder?
I was here at the retreat in the company of the other disciples and clients. I rarely have more than a few minutes of alone time.
And...
Which is fine, of course. I do what I do in the service of the Prophet.
Oh, yeah.
Who will, I'm sure, reward me for my sacrifice. Eventually.
Yeah, okay. And people can vouch for you, yes?
Certainly.
I'll
Actually, before you go, I want to report something suspicious.
Okay.
I noticed the Prophet dragging something, a bundle, away from the retreat after that high-profile guest arrived. Normally, I'm the one who does her laundry, so it was strange. Especially because whatever she was dragging seemed oddly human-shaped.
Right. Yeah. Couldn't you have brought this information forward a little earlier?
I could have, but I generally don't have the time or energy to leave the reserve to contact anyone. Plus, there's always the possibility that I'm mistaken.
Why?
The Prophet hasn't been herself lately. But if I misinterpreted the situation and reported her improperly, I'd ruin my chances for opening my own wing of the retreat.
Right, yes, yes. And you sure it was a body? You think it was a body. It was heavy and body-shaped.
I think so. Had the right size and shape.
Could have been a slug. Could have been a giant slug, right? I'll look into it. Should we just have a look around first? Before we speak to the Prophet of Profitability. Why are they built tents in here? It's a giant, almost certainly air-conditioned room. Oh gosh, let's get out of the way of the man.
Gotta keep going. I can feel my internet.
Yeah, you keep going, you keep going. Well done, that man. No, it's a pretty good mod. I'm taking it for evidence. What do we have down here? Hello, Sprax. I don't suppose you've seen anything suspicious? You know,
Nicely done.
somebody. Okay. Level head. That's just a chemical called level head. It's not actually somebody's head that has been leveled, right? Actually, you know what? I don't think we need any of this for evidence. No, I don't. Oh. All those. It's not like I'm ever going to run out of mag picks. Okay. Can I not get through here? What happens if I jump a real lot? Nope. Okay then. Right, come on. Onwards. I sort of feel like this is the sort of place where you drag a body and hide it if you were going to. Maybe in a barrel or something. I think the sprats are eager to escape. Or get lunch. Okay. Probably shouldn't be opening doors like that while someone's looking. I mean, a fire, for crying out loud. With the just okay, yes, they are being weird. Weird culty kind of people. Okay, there are skulls everywhere. There are skulls everywhere.
Great work.
Was that no? Pulse hammer gold, but no. Okay, no, absolutely nothing there either. Just lots of little meditation rooms. Okay. Not totally sure. Right, that's going to go around the other side. Before we do that, though. Okay. She's gone. Aha! The secret lab where everything goes bubble, bubble, bubble. Okay. Not seeing anything that immediately jumps out and says, I am a clue. You should investigate me. Why lock the room if there's not something in here that I'm not supposed to take, look at, or investigate? Yeah. Bubble, bubble, toil and trouble. Yeah, exactly. So. Did she drag the body? Do you think we should speak to the Prophet before we wander around down there, or should we just go in there and start hitting people? I just wondered, like, maybe she'll be like, oh, I need your help. Some of my people have been turned into zombies, but we have a way to cure them. Please don't kill them. And now I'm all like, ooh, my bad. Yeah, I'm thinking, let's go talk to her. Hello?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Oh. Ooh.
Analysis suggests this to be a variety of herbs. Herbs have been uniformly treated with a pungent chemical mix. Warning, ingesting, smoking, or inserting non-corporation sanctioned substances into your ears may be harmful to your health.
Medical. Burning these would generate some pretty toxic smoke.
Side effects from extended exposure include dizziness, nausea, and unconsciousness. Additional likelihood of organ shutdown and or death.
Yeah, taste it. Probably a stupid thing to do. Can you analyze the chemicals these herbs were treated with?
Analyzing. Complete. Substance appears to be a mix of industrial solvents and various essential oils. Substances include woolly cow dander remover, sprat oil, and starship surface wax.
And how would these most likely be used? Stupidly, yes?
Prior analysis suggests these herbs reach peak effectiveness when users burn them and inhale the resulting smoke. Whether or not this increased effectiveness is good for an afflicted individual has yet to be determined.
Ooh, I'm going to say... I'll taste it. Am I tasting the herbs? Are we going full stupid? Why am I asking the chat? Okay, fine. Let's taste the herbs. Though the dry herbs are difficult to chew, the flavour is less bitter than you would have expected. It's woodsy, like tripic ale with a singed aftertaste. It's actually slightly better tasting than your average can of Saltuna. Though so are most boots.
Hypothesizing potential side effects from herb consumption. Most likely outcome, decapitation. Slight possibility of calculation error.
Well, I bloody well hope so. Generally speaking, one does not suffer decapitation after tasting herbs unless the owner of said herbs has a rather large sword and really didn't take too kindly. Okay then. Second. The Dissident Queen, chapter what? Wait, chapter 1? Halcyon Helen and Typhon Tim spoke in quiet tones about their next course of action, their voices soft beneath the din at the bar. The duo just finished the last of the paperwork on Helen's latest job. Filing precise reports always raised her spirits. The trails led us here, and I suspect it would lead us no further. Soon we will find the source of the dissident monsters, said Helen, a characteristic grin on her face. Let's hope your hunch is correct, Tim murmured, but I suspect their agents will not be far behind us. And as if brought on by Tim's supposition, a frightful voice suddenly thundered throughout the room. Near the door loomed a giant and blood-stained man, looking for all his worth like he had fought his way through a Mantiqueen's den. It was Maximilian Mercer, well-feared dissident stooge, and he held 2 Spacer's Choice light pistols in his greasy hands. Okay. Alright, yes, I was looking through your personal stuff and reading your comics. I'm an investigator, that's what I do. Hello!
Fruitful and productive welcome, brother. I had a feeling you would visit me. I offer a wide variety of productivity seminars. I hope you'll consider taking one. But I should remember my manners. To what do I owe the pleasure of the Special Inspector's arrival?
Special Inspector. I forgot special, didn't I? How did you know I was an inspector?
My disciples come to and from the Grand Colonial, bringing supplies and information. Knowing what happens at the hotel affects my livelihood, after all. With that said,
so spies.
I'd love to involve you in one of my productivity seminars. We should clear you of all those nasty, nasty humors hampering your potential.
No, I'm real good. Yeah, what are humors? Not sure I have any.
As science has taught us, the body is made up of 2 things, flesh and humors.
Science
These humors
taught
are
us that?
semi-fluids that, when improperly balanced, may cause you to function inadequately. By signing up for my seminars, you can balance these humors for only mildly inordinate and repeat payments. Cancellation is subject to repercussions.
Mildly inordinate and repeat payments. Cancellation is... Yeah, oh, what kind of repercussions?
Nothing you need concern yourself with, brother. It's all in the contracts. But of course, no one need subject themselves to such repercussions if they don't cancel. Regardless, can I interest you in a seminar?
No. You know, I have the feeling like my potential is hampered lately. What do you offer? Sorry, Prophet, I don't think I can spare the time. I've got a murder to look into. If I wanted someone peddling sprat oil, I'd buy a spratwurst. Don't waste my time. Is it bad that I'm actually tempted to take one of these seminars just to find out what's going on? So are we doing the seminar for science? Yeah. We are. All right. You know, I have a feeling my potential is hampered lately. What do you offer?
We offer a wide variety of seminars for all your corporate needs. Employees not working hard enough? Employees dying too often? It's most likely your managerial humors.
Now, my guys are all alive.
And of course, seminars for balancing the energies of your business offices. Interior decorating is much more important for success than many would believe. If any of this sounds at all interesting to you, might I interest you in the first 82 words of our most popular seminar's introduction? Free of charge.
Sure. 82 words.
Byzantines live lives fraught with competition, and that competition can be immensely stressful. You must, first of all, find a way to balance your thinking. Think not of bits lost, but of those you have yet to gain. After all, peace leads to productivity, and productivity leads to profit. Though thought alone won't balance you. We have a strict regimen to promote humor clearing. Session attendees stand on burning coals, sit for hours in our productivity smokehouse, and of course, fast throughout.
And then do the vomit thing as well, right? The lady's working on a vomit thing. Should hear her out. She's getting a bit miserable. Sounds really, really fun and not at all miserable.
Miserable? I'm sorry, brother, but we don't typically allow the use of words like that in the retreat space. We prefer experiencing deferred happiness.
Deferred happiness? Okay. You've got some interesting herbs in there. Yeah. Let's talk about this deferred happiness. You've got some interesting herbs in there.
I'm pleased that you noticed. Excellent eye, brother. The compound they're treated with is my own invention, designed to unlock an individual's true productive potential when burned. I can't say any more. Trade secrets, you know.
I've already analysed it. They seem toxic enough to potentially kill someone.
None of my clients have ever complained, so I'm sure they're perfectly safe.
It could have killed them.
Is there anything else?
People who are dead cannot complain. Well, so far. Although this is Halcyon, so you never know. I'm going to ask some questions about Halcyon Helen. No, won't it? Yes, I am. I'm going to ask some questions about Halcyon Helen. Please answer truthfully.
Oh? I'm surprised. I wouldn't think the two of us would have much to discuss about her. We may have had some terse interactions before her death, which I most certainly regret. But beyond those, well, never mind. What would you care to know?
You and Helen did not get along, I hear.
I wouldn't necessarily say that. The media tends to exaggerate. I will admit that her remarks about my seminars were rather unfortunate. However, I certainly wouldn't sharpen any sabers over it, if that's what you mean to imply. I only do that when my clients skimp on their bills.
Okay. Did you contact Helen after you left the Grand Colonial?
I did not. She had no interest in my seminars, and I had no interest in attempting to convert a stubborn actress. Why would I have had any cause to engage with her further?
Didn't she send you... I read your terminal. I'd think really carefully before you lied to me again. Sure you didn't send any messages sent to the... You shouldn't lie, Prophet. Bad for the humours. Do I tell her I've read the terminal, or do I just say, don't lie? Do I just go straight with the whole, yeah. You shouldn't lie, Prophet. Bad for the humours.
Humours? I know all about humours. I needn't be lectured about them by... Forgive me. I take my work very seriously.
Lost your positivity for a second.
I didn't care to mention Helen's change in decision because she never showed up. I don't see how it matters.
Well, maybe she did show up, and you murdered her and you dragged her off in a bag that's suspiciously person-sized. Someone said they saw you dragging a human-shaped lump into your yurt. Oh, is this where you were dragging it? This is your yurt. Okay.
Who said that? I'll be sure to give them a special seminar on not needlessly implicating the person who puts food on their table. It was a bundle of clothing, brother. Even productivity geniuses need to do laundry from time to time.
We know that's not true. The quicker I get to the truth, the faster I can leave you alone. Yes.
Yes. I suppose the more quickly we get off this subject, the better. I had a visitor, yes. But as it turned out, some of my productivity techniques were too much for them. I had to drag them out by hand. But their peers came and collected them shortly thereafter. I'm sure whichever attendee it was is perfectly safe now.
Right. You said you had no further interaction with Helen before her death, right?
Yes, that's correct. She made it clear that my seminars were of no interest to her.
Except the letter. I saw the message from Helen on your terminal about attending a session. Really? So no messages from her or anything like that? Liar. I know Helen was here. Do I just go with liar, I know Helen was here? Or shall I just say to her, look, I read your bloody messages. I've been snooping around. Or do I go, really? So no messages from her or anything like that? Like, really? You didn't receive any messages, perhaps?
Your tone of voice seems to suggest that you have information already, which also suggests you read my terminal. Whatever the case, I didn't care to mention Helen's change in decision because she never showed up. I don't see how it matters.
Okay, well, we've got to that point twice. Okay, fine. Fine. No, I am really, sorry. Old habits. Out of curiosity, I'm wearing the wrong... See, I'm not wearing my detective ink hat. Sorry. There you go. Hi, how are you doing? That didn't really get us anywhere, did it? Did that get us anywhere? Did that get us anywhere? I'm not sure that got us anywhere. She dragged a body into her yurt. No, she dragged her body out. It got picked up. Who could it have been? Oh, I'll tell you what.
Welcome back. I hope you have been keeping positive and productive. How may I help you balance your humors today?
Nothing. No. Right. Let's go into...
Gotta keep going. I can feel my...
Okay, yes. Breathe deep the fumes of revelation. Good advice, I'm sure. Right, let's go downstairs and start hitting people. When in doubt, science. Oh, whatever he's doing, tell him to stop. Boom. Boom. And kaboom.
When I write this to make you smile.
Oh, that's really revolting. Did you know that? Okay, light ammo, not the... Ha! This is not the colour I was looking for. Pick up geological survey notes. The world is beautiful beyond compare. I can see colours I never imagined existed. The sky has a voice and it's singing to me. I see the truth now. I see everything so clearly, so perfectly. The storms of Eridanos are notes in a great cosmic orchestra. This man was huffing the herbs, wasn't he? The stars are the quiet of the universe, and every word they sing is joy. I can't seem to stop smiling. I don't want to stop smiling. Ever. Right. There's a man's finger here. I say a man's finger. It could be a woman's finger. I mean, I'm... You know what? Just in case, I'm going to put on my medical hat. And did I have a medical... Do I have like a... Tech skills! I'm... Dr. Chaos now! Chief of the Savages' severed index finger. The index finger of Chief of the Savages. Bitten off by his followers as they finally turned on him, as dissidents always do. Not wanting to permanently injure then celebrity Spencer Woolrich and lacking the resources to create an artificial finger for the scene where it was lost, the Director of Terror of Monarch had security remove the finger of one of Woolrich's understudies. You now hold it in your hat. Right, yeah, right, like, yeah. Not surprised, just horrified. Yep. Put that knife down right now, young lady. Okay. So... Oh, there's a door here. Okay. No body. Got a terminal. And this room looks remarkably similar to the other room we broke into. Rizzo's R&D Communications Terminal. Warning, supervisor clearance required. Accessing this terminal without supervisor clearance will result in an informal reprimand. Rizzo's requires that any informal reprimands must be brought to the attention of your supervisor and will result in a formal reprimand. Happy customers are repeat customers. Open last entry. Dr. Amir Zhao. This is to inform you that Rizzo's has been notified of your expiration due to expiration due to one or more of the following causes: violent physical trauma, accidental encounter with local fauna, severe physiological reaction to company and company adjacent products, destruction of company property. After careful review, Rizzo's Office of Human Resources has approved the dissolution of your indenturement contract. In accordance with Rizzo's company law, your closest living relatives will be rewarded the following: 1. Regulation size crate of Rizzo Spectrum Brown to be delivered within 6 to 8 weeks of product launch. Please note that as a gesture of gratitude for your service, your shipping and delivery fees have been waived. Your work on behalf of the Rizzo's Geological Survey team has proved invaluable in the development and upcoming launch of Rizzo's Spectrum Brown. Thank you for being a part of the Rizzo's family. This is an automated message. Responses to this message have been disabled, which is good because, you know, dead people are known to constantly do return spam, aren't they? This is a letter. We have been notified of your expiration. I'm assuming this means death, not fired. Because, you know, please do not reply. I mean, again, I'm saying this. Are dead people sort of in the habit of not realizing they're dead now in Halcyon and carrying on regardless? I mean, if they've got giant brain-controlling slugs in them, I suppose it's possible. Query. Supervisor clearance. Please note, in accordance with Rizzo's company policy, supervisor clearance is privileged, not a right. Clearance may be revoked in the event of gross misuse, behaviour contrary to Rizzo's company values, or dissident adjacent behaviour. You know, give me the clearance. Error. Data corruption detected. Using record... Okay, error, blah, blah. Dump successful. Access. Yes! Now printing memory contents. Ah. Damn it. Should have done the whole... was it? No, it wasn't tech skills. It was stealth skills, wasn't it? That one. And Hackman. Here we go. Dumps access. Yes. Isolate the passcode. Woo. Cavi 14. There you go. Memorize the passcode. Okay. So Cavi 14620. I'm gonna memorize it. Excellent. I, Hackman, have done it again. Let's Inspector Chaos back though. Definitely. When? Thank you for the resub. Isn't that standard Halcyon? Ooh. Okay, so that was. Ah, right. Okay. This is what we could see from over there. Hello.
Nice.
Thank you, refurb. Oh, look at that. You remember when those were actually kind of like, you know, yeah. Okay. Right. Aha. Oh. No. Elevator. Aha. Oh. Okay. Apparently I didn't pull it properly. I'm going to lurk quietly, but I can't not celebrate 40 months. Thanks for the resub, FK. Oop. Wait. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Done it again. I am really sorry, Felix. I've just got this weird urge to occasionally see you.
Can we do that again?
No. Because... Canid host? Host for what? I mean... Maybe we should have talked to them. Hello, excuse me. Hi. Hello? Okay, what do we have? Parasite Sprawnling. Hello, excuse me, slug person. Hello. Hi. Where are you going? Where are you go? Don't you ignore me. I'm an inspector. Hello. Don't. What on earth is going on here? Bet you feel bad about kicking that one in the face now, don't you? Is this where we came? I am totally lost. We came in there. Tell you what, let's just go check that other one. Don't ask why. Are they high on the drug? Are they high on the drug? Oh. Okay. Whoa. It seems like they're eating people. Pick up lab protective module. You didn't need that, did you? What was that one? Okay, this is exceedingly weird. Okay. Oh. Pick up geological survey notes. Discovered several fascinating qualities of Eridanium gigaseus. First, the parasite's internal biology is, for lack of a better term, highly modular. An elaborate system of organelles, nerve-ending, blood vessels and hormone receptors exist within its flesh. When attached to a suitable host, the parasite behaves like a biological extension. A metaphor. Imagine shoving a bypass shunt into a terminal. The shunt is the parasite, the terminal is the host. The parasite's nervous system houses a string of kernel-like cells capable of receiving and transmitting neurons. What are the implications? Thought manipulation, thought control. Third, I've noticed an ambient reverberation in the parasite's nervous system during periods of intense electrical activity in the Eridanos atmosphere. The larger specimens display a greater sensitivity. There is a direct correlation between the complexity of the parasite's nervous system and its size. Further, there seems to be no upper limit to the size of these parasites. I theorize that these caverns may have housed a particularly large specimen. A super brain slug. Okay. In accordance with company policy, beginning taste ingestion, taste test now. May the law protect my atoms. Dr. Amir Zhao, team biologist. Oh. So these... Right, this is a parasite spawning. This is spawn. But you're a host, so you've got one of these in your brain, right? A little one. Got a whole, like, gould thing going here. Okay. Yes, this is very, very twisted. Onwards! Yes. And this is all below the caverns where the profit of profitability is. Okay, excuse me. Thank you. More canid hosts. Big place, really, isn't it? Large place, very few things to hit. Assuming Felix doesn't, you know, take it upon himself to kick something in the face. It's going to take us outside? Well then, what exactly is this?
Wonder what they use this bunker for.
Well, there are mantisaurs out. Where the hell are we? Where the... Okay, so... Ari, I'm once again a tad... Track down the Prophet of Profitability. You'll need to find and interrogate the Prophet of Profitability regarding her involvement in Halcyon Helen's murder. The Prophet runs her seminar retreats out of the extreme... I've just done that. Look for the body. Search the wilderness outside for a tree. Aha! We're still looking for the body. Oh. Before we do that.
Jackass is incoming!
Yeah, now you can do...
Crossbow kick!
Yeah, there you go. Okay. It probably... Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, no, I'm hitting the one that's on our side, aren't I? Sorry. hit the one that's not on our side. All right.
Got it!
Yeah. What the After too many encounters with mantipillars and mantisaurs, you're not quite yourself with the manti family. No! Go away! I'm afraid of nothing. Nothing, I tell you. We're looking for a body. And we found... Okay. Hello.
What is this? Another soul willing to brave the dangers of the wilderness? How thrilling to find my paramour out here in the wilds. Virgil Henderson at your service. Board surprise auditor and 5th finest shot this side of Halcyon. Delighted to meet you.
5th? How did you know you're the 5th? Are you a hotel guest touring the reserve? Where are your guards?
Guards? Don't make me laugh. How could I conduct surprise audits with an entourage of companions? I considered establishing a base of operations at the hotel, but feared someone would spot me. Discretion is extremely important for one such as myself. I'm here to conduct a surprise audit of the local holy caves, Rizzo's lone leased property in the reserve.
Ah.
It is rather notedly empty. Worse, it seems the evacuation occurred without anyone filing the proper emergency paperwork.
It's not very empty. It's not actually empty. If there aren't any Rizzo's personnel in the caves, how are you going to audit them? The bunker was evacuated forever ago. Yeah, if there aren't any Rizzo's personnel in the caves, how are you going to audit them?
All Rizzo's facilities require consistent logging of work conditions. I suspect there will be information regarding the bunker during its prime, should I look into the right places. With all this in mind, there is a small issue. I actually conducted an investigation of this facility several years ago. Since my biometric data might still be registered, it's possible that my entering the facility would not be legally classified a surprise. It's a puzzle, to be sure.
And I might be able to go in and conduct your investigation for you. Wait a minute. Why does it matter if it's legally a surprise if no one's in the bunker to be surprised?
I may be a dashing, gunslinging space auditor, but even I know better than to question protocol. The more order there is, the less suffering. It's basic science.
That is not
Suffice
science!
it to say, it doesn't behoove one of Halcyon's most prolific auditors to try to bend the rules when he thinks no one's looking. Because, my friend, someone's always looking.
Fine. I shall conduct your investigation for a price, whatever. I'll do it.
An uncertain suggestion. There are no shortage of legal loopholes for freelance work, but I fear setting my work on the shoulders of someone I've never met before. I may be able to hire you, but let me ask you a question to see if you're fit to represent me first. How much do you know about free market economics?
Not much. I'm interested in being... I know that as a freelancer, I'm more cost-effective than dying. No, I know a hell of a lot more than the people I steal from, that's for certain.
That's a sufficient amount of market knowledge indeed. I knew you were the right person for the job. Head into the holy caves and see what you can find. Keep your eyes open for journals, terminals, data pads, anything that might contain info about the operation.
Pretty sure I've already done that.
I'm counting on you.
Find geological surveys. But haven't I already done that? I've already done that. I've already found 2. Have I got to run back in and find them again? Alright. Right, so we're just going to follow it back up and...
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Bah. Ha! A semi-recent set of tracks in the dirt stands out from the dead leaves and those made by passing creatures.
Identifying human footprints. They out into the wilderness.
She came out...
It is unusual for productivity disciples to wander more than a few feet from the camp.
She actually went out the front door with the body. She went out the front... I'm sort of working on the idea she went through the caves. They're not mine, are they? No, got any idea who made...
Scanning. Checking database of shoe sizes and height-weight ratios. Judging by footprint depressions and shoe size. These prints were either made by the Prophet of Profitability or Adjutant Sophia Akande. Error. Recalibrating. These footprints were made by the Prophet of Profitability.
Okay, alright. And they were heading... in that direction.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Detected additional tracks belonging to the Prophet of Profitability.
Aha!
Timeline detected additional tracks belonging to the Prophet of Profitability.
And then...
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Detected additional tracks belonging to the Prophet of Profitability.
this way!
Timeline. Judging by the shape of this indentation in the dirt, a person of medium height and build laid here for a number of hours. Scanning for other details. Only additional signs of disturbance are a few marks in the dirt.
Corpses don't get up and walk away. Could there have been a corpse here? Maybe the wildlife ate it.
Theorizing. Potentially, but unlikely. Less than 0.01% human blood/muscle tissue detected in area. Eridanos wildlife is not known to consume meals neatly. More likely that individual was only unconscious and left of their own accord.
Oh. Okay. Could be this was specifically left to throw us off the trail. Strange. Let's keep it in mind. Yeah. Okay, so... she did say somebody... you know, the drugs got the better of someone and so she dragged them out, right? And they were picked up by their friends. I mean, that does seem to back up her story, doesn't it? I mean, I feel like that actually backs her story up a little bit.
Welcome back, brother.
Doesn't explain who it was.
I'm delighted to extend my desire to aid you, brother. How might I assist?
I mean, it could have been Halcyon, Helen. I followed your trail to where you dumped something in the wilderness.
Oh, really? What did you find there? What did I dump?
I think it was your models. There was nothing there, but by its proportions, I'd say a body.
Clever work, Inspector. It seems even I can't slide my way out of the trap you've so intricately weaved. I admit it. I killed Helen. By mistake.
No, you didn't.
Helen changed her mind and wanted to attend one of my sessions. I, knowing the importance of the seminar, desired to truly galvanize her, though not to stop her heart. So when it came time, I chose to double Helen's dosage of productivity-enhancing herbs. I left her to meditate, and when I returned, she was dead. After that, I entered a less than coherent state. One of my disciples, it seems, witnessed me as I dragged Helen's body out into the wilderness.
Did you shoot the body at any time? Are you sure Helen was dead?
I'm no medical professional, but that certainly seemed the case. Usually my customers at least writhe or mumble after a session.
Do you seem to walk away?
My productivity-enhancing herbs typically do induce sluggishness, but I suppose they must have been enough to do her in if her constitution was truly that weak.
I don't think it was. I think she was just... the wilderness didn't dump it up right. Did you shoot the body? Actually, I don't think you killed anyone. But I'm still inclined to believe you could... No, Did you shoot the body at any time?
Laws, no. I hate guns. If I ever wanted to kill someone on purpose, I would have used a blunt weapon. Nothing quite like clubbing someone over the head.
Okay. I'd like to say that was a terrible thing to say, but that would be a tad hypocritical of me. The wilderness. You didn't dump the body at the Grand Colonial.
Do you jest? The guests at the Colonial eat no shortage of strange things, but I think corpses are perhaps too strange. The creatures of the wilderness are much less picky.
Right.
Besides, the hotel is ridiculously far. I couldn't have made it all that way without someone realizing I was dragging a corpse.
Right. To be honest with you, the thing is, I don't think you actually killed anyone. Because whoever it was got up.
What? Is this some kind of joke? You're an inspector. It's your job to arrest me, isn't it?
Okay. Look, if Helen's body wasn't where you left it, she must have awakened and walked away.
No. Someone must have moved it after I killed her. One of my business rivals, waiting for me to fall into a false sense of security so they can strike.
Halcyon Helen's body was found at the Grand Colonial. She was killed there.
I don't believe you. I think this is all a trick. You're trying to catch me in a lie. Get me to reveal my productivity secrets.
What are you talking about? You crazy person. The only thing you've done is be completely negligent. You have. But you didn't kill her.
No. You can't trick me. I finally discovered what's happening. You've been paid off. Someone else learned that I killed Helen and is going to use that information to blackmail me. You think I'm going to let this injustice happen? Ha! Tell the constable that I killed Helen. It's 1,000 times less miserable than whatever my enemies have planned.
You're up the wall. I'm not getting the deputy or anyone else to falsely imprison you. The constable's dead, but I guess if you want to be imprisoned, I can oblige you. You want to go to jail? I don't know. I'm not sure I get paid enough to do my job. I can't figure you out. I think about whether or not you should be arrested. Whether or not you killed Helen, I think imprisoning you is probably the safest option. You're up the wall. I'm not getting the deputy or anyone else to falsely imprison you. Yeah, no. I don't quite know what that means. You're up the wall. I think it means you're not. I'm not getting the deputy or anyone else to falsely imprison you, you silly person.
You monster! What am I supposed to do now? They'll be here soon. And once they arrive, I'll be powerless. Powerless! I just want to go to prison! Is that so wrong?
Yes!